How are you, grade 9? I hope you're fine. Today we're going to finish our revision sheet. I hope you already studied and solved the other two parts. Open with me your revision sheet, please. We finished till number 23. And I told you that we're going to use the calculator next session. Why we're going to use the calculator? Because we have here number that it's not a perfect square. That's not a perfect square. So look here, x power 2 minus 10 equals 0. So x power 2, the negative 10 will go to the other side with positive. Okay, we'll go to the other side with positive. So x power 2 equal 10. So if I get the square root of each of them, so it will be x equals plus or minus. Don't forget the plus or minus here. Okay, plus or minus square root 10. Okay, what's square root 10? I must use my calculator. Square root of 10 equals, you will have like this, but I need it as decimal. So you're going to press S to D. So you will have all of this number. Of course, we're going to approximate it to the nearest hundredth. Approximated to the nearest hundredth. So I'm going to the hundredth place, which is 6. What is besides 6 is 2. So it will be 3.16. 3.16. Very good. 3.16, which is A. Okay? Very good. Let's see here. X power 2 minus 30 equals 0. What I'm going to do, plus negative 30, we'll go to the other side with positive. Then I'm going to get the square root, and don't forget the plus or minus. Okay, I'm returning back to my calculator. Square root of 30. Square root of 30. And don't forget to press S to D. You will have here, to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth here is 7. And beside it 7. So the 7 will give the 7 1. So 4.48. 5.48 to the nearest. Okay. So it will be what? 5.48, which is B. And don't forget the plus and minus. Excellent. Here, negative 80 will go to the other side with positive. Then I'm going to get the square root, returning back to my calculator. Square root of 80 equals, of course you have like this. No, I want it as decimal. Here, this is the hundredth. Beside the hundredth is 4. It will not give the number anything. So 8.94. 8.94. So it's A. Very good. Here, negative 50 will go to the other side with positive, and I'm going to get the square root, and don't forget the plus or minus. Plus or minus square root 50. Let's returning back to our calculator. Square root 50. So it's equal what? By decimal, don't forget S to D. This is my hundredth, 7. What beside it? 1. So it will not give it anything. So it will be 7.07. 7.07. So it's A, C. Very good. Take care of this problem because it's have some thinking here. Marina is making piñata that has a ball-like shape. The piñata in a ball, okay. The piñata has a surface area of 60 square feet. So this is the area of the sphere, area of the ball. The ball is a sphere, okay. And he give you the formula of this, the area. Here, surface area, sorry, so surface area is S. Surface area equals 4 pi r power 2. To find the radius, he wants the radius, which is r. How can I find it? Make the equation. I have the S here, the surface area 60. So I'm going to put the value of the S, which is 60, and try to solve it as equation, as normal equation. What we're going to do? The 4 will go to the other side with divide. Okay? 4 pi. The 4 pi will go to the other side with divide. Very good. So I'm going to make 60 r power 2 equals what? R power 2. Let's write it. R power 2 equal 60 divide 4 pi Do you remember what the pi equals? 60 divide 4 times, what is the pi? The pi equals what? 3.14. Okay, so let's make it with calculator here. Here, I'm going to write 60. Here down, 4 times 3.14. So it's equal, we're going to make it S to D. I'm going to get the approximate. So it's 4.78. 4.78. Okay. Then I'm going to get the square root, because I'm going to get plus or minus square root 4.78. 4.78. So it's equal what? Here 6 will give the 81, so it will be 2.19. 2.19. Of course, there is no radius with negative, so I will neglect the negative value, and I'm going to take only the positive value. So the positive value is 2.19, which is C. Okay, take care of this problem because it has multi-steps and so important. Okay, very good. Complete the square. Let's continue here. Number 29. Complete the square for x power 2 minus 14x plus, you don't know, to form perfect square trinomial. Do you remember? We said that the C of the perfect square trinomial, it has a relation between the C and the B. Do you remember? This is B and this is C. And we said that the C equals what? Half the B, so B over 2 squared by 2. Squared by 2. Very good. So it's equal what? What is the B here? Negative 14. Very good. Negative 14 over 2, half the negative 14, all power 2. So it will be 7 power 2. 7 power 2 equals what? Do you remember? 7 power 2 equals 49. Okay? Very good. So which one? Which one? And take care of this. Take care of this. The last term, the C, must be positive all the time. For perfect square trinomial, the C always positive. C always positive. The C always positive. Okay? So my answer will be what? Will be B. Okay? This is negative. It's not right. C must be always positive. Okay? Very good. Here, let's take number 30. Complete the square from, again, we're going to make what? B over 2, or half the B squared by 2. 10 over 2 squared by 2. 10 over 2 is 5. 5 power 2. 5 power 2. It will give me what? 25. Very good. And we said that the C always positive. C always positive. So positive 25. Positive 25, which is D. Very good. Let's see here. By completing the square. Completing the square, you are going to make some steps. Do you remember the steps? Do you remember the steps? What we're going to do with the steps? We're going to get the value of B over 2 all power 2, okay, and add it to both of the two sides. Let's see here. What is the B? The B is negative 4, okay? So negative 4 here, we're going to take negative 4 over 2 all power 2. So it will be what? It will be 2 power 2. It will be 4. I'm going to add it both sides. Here plus 4 and here plus 4. Okay? So this will be perfect square trinomial. So I can make it as, how can I make it? Square root here and square root here. Square root of r power 2 is r, square root of 4 is 2. And take the sign of the middle term. Take the sign of the middle term. Do you remember? You can return back to the lesson of completing the square in the YouTube channel. Okay? So I'm going to the sign of the middle. Or power 2 equals 12 plus 4 is 16. Then I'm going to take the square root of the whole bracket and the plus minus, don't forget, the square root of 16. So the square root will fly with the power 2. So r minus 2 equals what? Plus or minus 4. What I'm going to do here, plus or minus 4, I'm going to make it two ways. One was plus and other was minus. So 4 plus 2 is 6. And negative 4 here, 1 is 4 plus 2. And the other is negative 4 plus 2. Okay? Negative 4 plus 2 is what? Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. Okay? Very good. And 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay? So, my answer is 6 and negative 2, which is B. Very good. Completing the square. Here, completing the square, we're going to get B over 2 to the power of 2 and add it to the both sides. Let's see, where is the B? It's negative 18. So, negative 18 over 2 all power 2. Negative 18 over 2 is 9. 9 power 2. 9 power 2 is what? 81. So I'm going to add 81 in both sides. This will be what? This will be my perfect square, trinomial. So I'm going to take the square root here, and take the middle side, the middle sign, in the in my bracket here. So r minus 9. R minus 9. Very good. Equals 64. 81 plus negative 17 is 84. Now I'm going to get the square root of the whole bracket, and don't forget the plus minus square root of 64. So it's plus minus 8. What are we going to do? One was plus and other was minus. 8 plus 9, and here negative 8 plus 9. Okay, 8 plus 9 17, negative 8 plus 9 is 1. So my both values 17 and 1, which is C. Excellent. Here, quadratic formula. Do you remember the quadratic formula? It's so important. I told you to study well. What is the quadratic formula? Negative b plus or minus square root p power 2 minus 4 ac over 2a. Don't forget, so important formula. We're going to solve any quadratic function by this. Okay? So here I must put my quadratic equation in the standard form. Okay? What is the standard form? That all equals 0. So 8x will go to the other side with negative. So x power 2 minus 8x minus 9. What is the a? The a equals what here? The a equals 1. Okay? So a equals 1 and b equals what? B equals negative 8. And the c equals what? C equals negative 9. So I have all, I'm going to just substitute here. Okay, I'm going to substitute here. Let's substitute. X equals. And I'm going to show you how to do it with calculator. Negative b, which is negative 8. So it's 8. Plus or minus. Square root. b power 2. 8 power 2, which is 64, minus 4a. 4 times 1 is 4, times negative 9. Negative 4 times negative 9 plus 36 over what? 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. Very good. So the x equals what? 8 plus or minus square root of 64 plus 36. Let's make it with our calculator. Square root, and open bracket here, 64 plus 36, and close the bracket, and equals, it will be 10. So it's 8 plus or minus 10 over 2. How can I solve it? I solve it by two ways. X equals 8 plus 10 over 2, or x equals 8 minus 10 over 2. Here, 8 plus 10 over 2, 18. 18 plus 2 18 divided 2 equals what? Equals 9. Here, x equal 8 minus 10 is 2. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided 2, negative 1. So my answer will be what? Will be 9 and negative 1. 9 and negative 1, which is A. Okay? Very good. Let's complete here. First, I'm going to put it in the standard form. I'm going to take this here with negative. So it will be x power 2 negative 2x negative 15 equals 0. So the A equals A. My A equal 1. And B equal negative 2. And C equal negative 15. Let's substitute here. Okay, x equals what's the B? Negative B, which is negative 2, which is 2. 2a, 2 times 1, it's 2, plus or minus square root b power 2, which is 4. Very good. Minus 4a, a is 1, about negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 15, negative 4 times negative 15, negative 4 times negative 15, it will be 60. So plus 60. So x equals 2 plus or minus square root 4 plus 60, square root 4 plus 60, it's equal 8. 8 over 2. How we gonna do this? We're going to split it into two parts. Okay? 2 plus 8 over 2, and 2 minus 8 over 2. 2 plus 8, which is 10, 10 over 2, which is 5. Here it's equal 5. 2 minus 8, negative 6. Negative 6 divide 2, negative 3. Of course, you can do calculator. So you have 5 and negative 3. 5 and negative 3, which is B. Very good. Excellent. Of course, you can do 35 by yourself, or I can do it with you. Let's do it together. Pause the video and try to solve it. Pause the video and try to solve it here. I'm going to solve it with you here. What's my A? A equals 3. So here A equals 3. Let's write it. A equal 3, and B equal negative 6, B equal negative 6, and C equal 1. Substitute here, okay, so it will be what? 6 plus or minus square root 24 over 6. Make it 2 times, one with plus and the other with minus. Okay, this is plus and this was minus, and make it with calculator. Let's do it. How to do it with calculator? Here I'm going to put 6 plus square root 24 and getting down 6, so it's equal, and of course make it S to D. So this is the first one, approximate to the nearest hundredth, 1.82. Okay, let's take the other one here. 6 minus square root 24 over 6, so it will give me S to D, it will give me what? 0.18. Excellent. So my answer is A. Excellent, grade 9. Let's complete this one. What's my A? What's my A? A equals 3. B equals negative 1. C equals negative 5. And we're going to substitute in my rule. Okay, after substituting in my rule, I find that it's 1 plus or minus square root 61 over 6. I'm going to make one with plus and the other with minus. Let's make it with calculator. Make it first. You're making like this first. 1 plus square root 61 over 6, and make S to D. So it will be what? 1.4. 6 will be approximated to be 7. Very good. Then the other value, 1 minus square root 61 over 6. So it will give me what? Negative 5 will approximate the 3 to be 4. So negative 1.14. Very good. Which is B. Very good. Here, another type of questions. Find the number of solutions of the equation by using discriminant. Do you remember what the discriminant is? Here, this is the discriminant, which is what under the square root. The part which is under the square root is called the discriminant. B power 2 minus 4AC. We're going to substitute. Of course, we're going to get the value of A. Value of A equals 2. B equals 8. And C equals 5. I'm going to substitute in this form. So I'm going to get the value. Let's get it with calculator again. Here it will be 8 power 2 minus 4 times 2 times 5 equals 24. So it's positive, so I have two solutions. Two solutions. If I have positive, so I have two solutions. So A, I have two solutions. If it's negative, I have no real solution. I have no real solution here, A. No real solution, okay? If I find it negative, so I have no real solution, okay? No real solution, very good. If I have it 0, do you remember? Again, if I have it greater than 1, so two real solution. Equal 1, equal 0, sorry, greater than 0, two real solution. Equals 0, one real solution. Smaller than 0 or negative, smaller than 0 or negative. So it will be what? No real solution. Here, positive. So positive, two real solution, 0, one real solution, negative, no real solution. Okay, very good. Here we're going returning back to factorizing again. Okay. Of course, you can solve number 39 and 40 by yourself. So easy. Thank you, grade 9. I hope for you all the best, and exam will be so easy for you if you study the revision sheet, and also please the videos for the lessons, because maybe there is a question from the videos of the lessons. Thank you very much, grade 9. I hope you all the best.